Hello everyone, JL Wasabi here. In today's video, I will be teaching you how to play 3-cost rerolls. But before we begin, I would just like to remind you to like the video if you find it useful, and also to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you, and let's get right into it. There are many viable 3-cost reroll comps out there, and I've listed some down here. If you have been following the statistics or seen the videos I've been uploading, you will know that there are many 3-cost reroll comps out there that are very strong, such as the ones I've highlighted in red, namely F Yumi Reroll, Fiddlesticks Reroll, Slayer Senna Jarvan Reroll, and the recently rising comp of Braum Elise Syndicate Reroll. Here's a quick look at some of the strong 3-cost reroll comps so far. While some comps like Yumi Reroll only has one 3-cost unit, it is much preferred to have multiple 3-cost units to reroll for and 3-star in order to diversify your chances to obtain the needed 3-star 3-cost units. The advantages in playing 3-cost reroll comps include having flexibility in direction, since you do not need to commit to it until mid-game. Given that we also play 3-cost rerolls from a win streak spot, it too also helps to save health for higher placements eventually. 3-cost reroll comps also provide the highest power spike in the game if we do not consider the lucky 3-star 4 or 5-cost units and prismatic traits. This is because of the amount of gold that is much higher compared to 1 or 2-cost reroll comps. However, the disadvantages are that 3-cost rerolls are very easily contested as there are only 18 copies of them, enough to only have exactly 2 3-stars of the same unit. You will also need to know how to play your items flexibly and manage your item economy, since it is likely for you to win streak, and also as it also means that there will not be carousel priority for you to get the correct components. On this note, comps like Yumi and Fiddlesticks Reroll are much harder to play since they often need specific core items like Blue Buff or the Archangel Staff. Also, even though 3-cost reroll provide the highest power spike, this power spike often comes later or even too late, since it is often achieved at stage 5 or after, unless you are slightly lucky enough. As for most games, whichever playstyle you are going for, we usually do not roll for the whole of stage 2. Prioritize hitting econ thresholds so that you can get to 50 gold as soon as possible. The minimal econ thresholds to aim for is 10 gold for stage 2-3 and 30 gold for stage 2-6. Aim for a full win streak as much as possible to play 3-cost rerolls. Leveling at the correct intervals is crucial. At stage 2-1, go to level 4, and at stage 2-5, after the carousel round, go to level 5. While we do not roll at stage 2, we aim to play the strongest board we can off the shots by keeping units pairs to upgrade or activate more traits onto the board. Here is what you can expect your board to look like at stage 2. At stage 3-2, go to level 6. As mentioned, we have to aim for win streak or at least win as many fights as we can. If you do not have any upgraded units ready for stage 3, you can consider rolling down to 32 gold in order to improve your board strength. This is especially so with 3 or more unit pairs that you can roll for, and with additional scouting to assess the chances to hit the upgrades with rolls. Otherwise, conserve your econ and to level above 50 gold. At stage 3-7, go to level 7 if you can stay above 32 gold. Here's a quick look at how your board can look like at stage 3. The boards at this point in time should be more or less stable as you start to weaken while you roll for your units. Reaching stage 4, go to level 7 if you have not yet done so. At this point in time, if you do not have your most important 3-cost unit upgraded, roll down until 32 gold to find it. For the rest of stage 4, roll above 50 gold to find the necessary units. As a rule of thumb, if you have 7 or more copies of the most important 3-cost unit, You can roll an extra 10 gold below 32 gold for every additional copy you find. As usual, prioritize the important units, especially in the case of bench lock. Here is how your board should look like at stage 4 and should still look more or less like your stage 3 board. Reaching stage 5. Hopefully you are already close to obtaining your important 3-star 3-cost units. If not, continue to roll above 50 gold for them. If you have not gotten them by stage 5, roll down all your gold to find the most important one. From here on, if you do not find the important 3-star units, continue to roll all your gold every turn until you find them. Pray that you hit and that you are not contested, since 3-cost rerolls are usually quite difficult to play. However, if you are able to find the 3-star units, recover your econ to 50 gold while buying the less important 3-star 3-cost units if you feel that they are still needed, but do not roll for them anymore. Different from 1 and 2 cost rerolls, you are likely to stay at level 7 or 8 with this comp, but with a very high power spike if you can hit the units. However, you need extra luck if your comp strength is locked behind finding a 5-cost unit such as Samira or Kobuko. Here is a quick look at your expected, which is likely to be close to the final expected comp. There are certain conditions that enable us to play 3-cost reroll comps. Augments that help with reroll, like Rigged Shop for 3-cost rerolls specifically, and for win streaks like Warpath or Prize Fighter are good picks. Combat augments are also important and very underrated since you are looking to win streak as much as possible. Augments like Bulky Buddies and Inspiring Epitaph can improve the general combat strength of the board, while Trifecta helps with 3-cost rerolls, especially for comps that have 3 of them, like in the Fiddlesticks reroll comp. While core items are important, item augments are not necessary as compared to 1-cost reroll comps that require high item quality. You can look to play 3-cost rerolls in high-tempo lobbies in general, like Prismatic Augment lobbies, since you want to win streak to save health until late game when you are almost certain to bleed out, rather than to play 1 or 2-cost reroll comps. As repeated many times, you need to have a win streak spot to consider this as well as not being contested for your 3-cost units. 3-cost units, while giving the highest board strength, is the hardest to play and cannot be hard forced. When reaching the mid-game, we always have to decide to either play for 3-cost rerolls or continue with standard leveling for level 8 boards and above. Once again, if you have reached the end of the video, thanks for watching and I hope you have learned something from here. As always, if you find this video useful, I greatly appreciate if you can like the video and subscribe to my channel for more guides and gameplay videos. See you again. Bye bye.